Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this Netflix review. The fact that you are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. For those of you that are unaware, I review everything that gets released on Netflix. So if you're ever curious about a new movie, series, or show, if you want to know if it's any good or not, come to my channel and I will let you know. And today we're going to be talking about Keep Breathing, which is incredibly simple in its premise. A young woman crash lands into a jungle, into a forest and has to survive. An incredibly simple premise, but its execution is what I believe really let it down. I watched a trailer for this, I got really excited. I was very surprised when I actually started watching it and the episodes were only 25 to 30 minutes a piece, which is actually, for a change, is so nice because I'm actually at the point now where I'm tired of 45 to 1 hour long episodes, where when I'm busy reviewing something, I've really got to sit there for up to 10 hours at a time just to review something. So getting a show that's bite-sized like this, but doesn't ever actually take any shortcuts in regard to telling a good, compelling story was really exciting, and I seriously enjoyed that element of it. So yes, short runtime is actually a massive win in my opinion, because too often when we have these longer shows, longer episodes, it just drags and drags. But this really kept up the tempo, it kept me engaged, and I was ready to see what our protagonist was going to do episode after episode. Performances also were great in the show. What the show did really well is give us a realistic scenario with realistic characters. Very often when we watch movies or shows where people get stuck in the mountains or shipwrecked or plane crashes like this, they seem to know just a little bit too much about surviving in the wild. I mean, very often I'll be sitting there going, flip, it's a good thing that this guy wasn't just an ordinary accountant, but he has this wealth of knowledge about how to survive in the wilderness. So it was nice to actually just see a protagonist who actually has no idea what she's doing. Everything she does is trial or error, and she messes up a lot of the time, which was actually such a breath of fresh air again. Where the show really lets itself down, in my opinion, is its reliance on the past. So this show does the Arrow treatment actually. If you guys remember the series Arrow on the CW, basically we had Oliver Queen in present day, then basically flashbacks to when he was on the island. This show does the reverse of that. We have the present day with her stuck in the wilderness, but she often has flashbacks to her time in her normal life back when she was in civilization. And it kind of, those events that happened in the past impact her decisions now that she's lost. And I see what they were going for and I enjoy it, but to me they spend far too much time back in time. I don't need to know every little detail about when she was little, when she was a teenager, her first relationship. I understand why they do that because it paints a good picture of who she is, her mental well-being, her psyche. We can understand exactly what she's processing and how she's thinking about everything here in the jungle. But at the same time, I'm kind of just feeling like, okay, but I would rather just watch her survive in the jungle. I don't need to know about her past trauma. I don't need to know about her drama from the past, creeping up and bubbling to the surface now. Yes, there were some nice moments where there were parallels, but beyond that, I felt like we just spent far too much time there, which is disappointing because the moments we got while she was lost in the wild were so captivating and engaging. I mentioned earlier that the scenario feels very realistic, and I mean that because everything is done so well. The special effects are great. The way they incorporate wildlife into her journey is great. I mean, she interacts with bears and other wild animals, and it never once looks fake. They do a great job of making everything look real, to feel, scary. So I think the biggest takeaway from the show is, look, if you enjoy the edge of your seat thrillers, if you enjoy, this idea of flip your protagonist being in a complete situation where she's got no experience, she has no idea what to do, she's at her, at the end of her rope, then this is a great one. But it's bogged down by this needless and senseless throwback to the past and this desire to get a little bit too deep with the protagonist. Again, some of it worked out really well, but sometimes you just want to sit there and watch a chick get chased by a bear or just try to survive the wilderness. We don't need to know about her first relationship and that her parents were fighting on this one specific day 35 years ago. So, but that's just me. I know a lot of people will actually enjoy that more artistic approach because we do get many more layers to her character. And the actress that brings everything to life was great. She was phenomenal. So, you know, as the powerhouse performance she gives never once let me going, oh, but she didn't act that out well. No, she does everything great. And so I don't mind that there are so many layers to her character because the actress really does do a good job of portraying those layers. But guys, thank you so much for watching this review. You guys are the best. You are awesome. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean the world to me. Give this video a like, and I hope to see you again in another review.